Gore readings, flesh wound horror
Jesus
freaks,
Christ.
and welcome to our 35th anniversary RoboCop commentary. I am Flesh Wound Dan. That's producer Todd.
And if you're trying to get ready, we are using the unrated edition, so get that disc ready.
Get that disc ready. Yeah, well, we won't immediately go into it, but we'll, you'll want to grab that now. And Pugs Dread joining us tonight.
Namaste. Drop it, creep.
Oh, I was just going to be I wanted to be the first one to say bitches leave, so I thought for sure you'd be.
I didn't say it. No,
but,
no.
All right.
As cool as he is, I still am Team RoboCop. This is one of the few where I'm like, I like the hero more than the villains.
Ooh. Kurtwood Smith. I
Look,
don't know.
I'm not saying he's a badass. I'm just saying this is one of the few movies. Like
Well,
I
that's-
have arguments. all
That's
the
a
time
line
about
I still
Optimus
quote
Prime
to this
versus
day.
Megatron.
Yeah.
Megatron.
Ben, the rated cut is, I want to say, it is 143.18. The rated cut is 142. So if you have 43, it's the right one. And now we're in 43. I think the one on Showtime is the rated one, if anyone has Showtime. But it's not that far off. I mean, you should be able to keep in sync. There's two scenes in particular that have a little bit extra gore, which I'm sure we'll mention when we get there.
Are we going to talk about it beforehand, or?
Would you go, Pugs? Go.
Well, the most important one is the scene where Ed 209 just lights up that one guy, and it's just all kinds of fucking blood splatter and squibs. It's
No, well, we'll talk about it as we watch them.
I'm sure we will.
So.
But like, in case you were wondering,
Okay.
you don't have that edition. That's what it is.
Okay, Ben has the Blu-ray. He's got the 143. I think if you have the, I think the first MGM Blu-ray, which actually was a Sony Blu-ray, is the R-rated cut, and then the two MGMs that followed were unrated. The Arrow Blu-ray and 4K both have both cuts, and I know the Criterion DVD has the unrated cut, and I'm pretty much, other than the Steelbook, all the early MGM discs have the R-rated.
Yeah, if you're wondering, there's a very likely chance that you have the unrated cut of this one if you own it. It is something that's gotten a lot of releases, but it's well deserved. Not quite Evil Dead level. I still think Evil Dead is the king as far as coming out like 20,000 times, but
Big crack rock. I've seen this enough to watch along in my head. Right on.
Hey.
I'm with you.
All right. Well, here
Big T. Really hoping this new RoboCop video game coming out, we get a little bit of a resurgence with this franchise. Peter Weller came back to do the voice. It's a first-person shooter, so I know Kruger was a little disappointed because it's RoboCop. It should be third person so we can see him, but the targeting system won me over.
it looks like you're in his head. And you get his voice, then I'd be okay not seeing him.
now as a non-gamer, I don't know a whole lot about it. I did see that brief clip, but do we get Clarence Boddicker as the villain?
I don't know. I think it takes place after the first movie, but I don't know for sure because it's RoboCop Rogue City. But no, I don't think we get any of the old guys.
Okay,
Just Peter Weller.
Yeah.
Kurtwood
What about
Smith.
Nancy Allen? Come on.
I don't think they offered it to her.
Sons of bitches.
You know, I confused her. Well, we can talk about it in there. But I confused her with Al Bundy's neighbor, like for the longest time.
Oh, Amanda Burse.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they dated. Who knows?
Yes.
They fucked.
Scissor me, daddy ass.
Which one? Oh, never mind. We're getting very. I was gonna say which one was receiving, but
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have some Allen jokes on Wednesday. So
I think Bierce is taking it from Nancy Allen. I'm gonna go with that. At least that's my spank. bank
whatever's in
version.
Dan's brain, I don't want to visit. But okay, thank you for telling us, Dan.
Guys in
All
the
right.
chat, are we coming through loud and clear? Because this is probably like a weird thing on my end, but
Yeah, you're fine, Dan.
okay. Just making sure. What's up, Joe Bob, Tar Heel in the chat, Ben,
Yo.
Big T. Glad you guys are joining us. I know we're a little earlier than normal. So
when we do the weekend commentaries, Dan, I know you haven't been for most of them. We normally do them around this time.
we're about an hour earlier, in fairness. But
when we do our
What did he
Godzilla
just
commentaries,
say?
yeah, you're not here, Dan. We normally do about
fucking-
3 o'clock, which is why I originally said 3.
okay, all right. Well, but I'm counting
That's
it on the
our
East
time,
Coast
not Dan time.
Yeah, we're
East
not
Coast
talking
time.
about Dan. This is like the first Sunday commentary I think you've ever done with us.
At least in a long fucking
You
time.
did one Godzilla one. You did one Godzilla one.
I did
take it
two Godzilla commentaries with
back.
you.
Okay,
Weren't
but
those
yes, those were,
pre-recorded
two.
though.
I don't remember. They could have been.
Yeah. They weren't live.
Okay, well then that's why.
So there.
All right, and Ben Grimm, Nancy Allen is hot in Dress to Kill. I'll give you a sneak peek since Wednesday we're going to talk about Psycho. For the next few days, since I've already watched all the Psychos twice, I'm going to kind of watch the influenced by films just so I can have a little notes on those for a Wednesday show.
Ooh, that's going to be a couple thousand films to cram.
I said a few, Dan, not all of them. I'm
Yeah,
talking about the
yeah.
60s ones, like stuff like Nightmare, Paranoia.
What about
Oh,
Peeping
yeah.
Tom? Were you gonna watch Peeping Tom?
Paranoia.
I'm gonna watch
Underrated.
Peeping Tom, and we can talk about that whole thing. But
Parallel thinking is a motherfucker.
also, I've never watched High Anxiety, the Mel
What?
Brooks spoof. Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna check that out tonight for sure.
Is that gonna be on Farce? Because come on.
I'm pushing for it, and I was gonna wait to watch it till we do it on Farce, but because this big show, I gotta
Okay.
just do it. Pull the trigger.
It's okay. You can see my reaction.
Well, it doesn't mean we won't do it in the future on Farce.
Okay.
Because we're still going through the Brooks stuff. But enough about the other shows and our other shows coming up. So if you guys haven't done a watch along with this before, you're going to want to get your disc, your stream, whatever you're watching it on, get it all set up to 0 and pause it.
Yes.
And
The first thing that pops up is.
well, okay, Dan, take over.
Okay. I thought you
no.
were-
Let Todd take over. Todd,
Go for it.
get us going.
So we're going to pause it at 000 before the MGM logo. So we'll just have it there. We'll go 1, 2, 3, play. And when I say play, hit play. So it's that simple. If you guys aren't ready, you can hit pause.
We'll give you timestamps every once in a while.
Yeah, when asked. All right. And
Let's molest it.
all right. All right, everyone ready?
See.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
I got an eyeball.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, it's a tiger. Fuck yeah. I fucking love
Eye of the
RoboCop.
tiger. Oh, jeez, that was bad.
A lion, I'm sorry. And ever since the offer, that makes me even more happy. I started rewatching it.
I wondered why it moved to the front of the playlist.
Yeah, that's good.
Did you watch the doc yet?
No, I haven't.
But, well, I do have to say this. Here's a little Todd Theater story. Yes, I know where I was 35 years ago today.
Oh.
So I was in the theater watching RoboCop. Now,
I was a month old.
I would have been 10 years old. This was my first R-rated movie on my own. I went up to go see. I can't remember what came out the same day that I was supposed to be seeing.
Land Before Time or something like that.
Well, you know what? It may have been Roger Rabbit because I used to watch that and something else like every time.
Did those come out around the same time? Oh God, that's
My
messed up.
gut says around there. I have to look because RoboCop was first, so I don't remember what I saw.
Joe Bob's asking for a timestamp. We are currently at 1:21. This movie's so fucking brilliant. And as popular as it is, it's still underrated or underappreciated, I should say, because like ahead of its time. So good.
And it's misunderstood. And some people
A
still.
lot. Well, to be fair, like when I first saw it, I grew up with this fucking movie. I didn't fucking understand what it was talking about capitalism and fucking the fucking military and shit like that. Older I get, I'm like, hey, there's more to this.
Which explains why you can still enjoy the sequels.
It's very similar to Starship Troopers. Like a lot of people, I think, were like, "What's
another
going
one.
on here?" you know, with the humor and everything. In fact, quite a few people, when they read the script, they didn't understand why it was supposed to be funny.
Verhoeven almost passed on it, but his wife's the one that's like, no, it's deeper. Yeah. And he gave it another shot, and boom.
Yeah. I think he just looked at the title the first time. He's like, no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the same thing with his Starship Troopers. A lot of people don't get it. I don't think it's as good as RoboCop, but it explores similar themes. Is another great Verhoeven film.
Yeah, it goes a little bit harder.
And fuck you, Dan.
Satire.
That's for showgirls.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be cool if we had a Verhoeven verse where we could like take Elizabeth Berkley and like team her up with RoboCop?
I just want RoboCop to strip to takes off all his mechanical bullshit.
I was hoping RoboCop would smoke. What was her name? Catherine. I
can't remember her name, but I know what you're talking about. That would be hilarious. He busted.
Well, he does have that spike, and she does like the. So I'm just gonna assume, Dan, have you got Paul Verhoeven? Have you got Paul Verhoeven's autograph? Thank you.
I actually do not have. I've never met Paul Verhoeven. Sadly.
So I know the first thing you'd ask him if he has a robo dick. I just imagine the scene going a lot like Mallrats with Brody.
God, I don't know what it would be. I have an original RoboCop poster. I'd love to add him too. I've got Nancy Allen and Ray Weiss so far. Nancy Allen is awesome. Yeah. Ray Weiss also awesome.
Ben Grimm asked if we've seen his new film, the Lesbian Nun movie. I haven't watched it yet. Ben Grimm is kind of disappointed.
There's some good lesbianing in there.
Lesbianing. Sean McManus, you guys can't watch RoboCop without me. We're doing it now. But you're here watching it with us.
Ben asked if we watched the RoboCop Prime Directives show. It was just like 4 movies, right? I've seen it.
They used to always come on after Raw. So
no. There's 2 different ones. There's the TV series, and then there's the Prime Directives 4-movie miniseries.
Dude, those blend in for me.
That's my thing too.
Yeah, Prime Directives was like a Canadian miniseries, and then they released them separately on DVDs. It might have been 4, it might have been 5, something like that. I could go check. I have them. But you also had the animated series. You had for
the Prime Directives, Dan, there were 4, absolutely 4.
4, okay, yeah, they broke them up on DVD.
That's why I told you, yeah.
Oh, I know I don't like bringing up movies I don't care for, but I can thank one of Dan's favorite movies, Blade Runner, for helping inspire this movie. It helped. I forgot the writer's name.
The
RoboCop.
Blade Runner's writer.
No.
No. Michael Miner and Meyer.
Well, both of them had different scripts, and they combined it. One was Super Cop, another one was about a military thing. And they just combined the script and took the best parts of both, and that's how we got it. It's
Ed Miner and Michael Miner and Ed Neumeier were the writers on RoboCop.
Time for Sean. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, but don't worry, Pugs has got your back. So
RoboCop 2 underrated sequel. You're fucking right. Oh, and also Homelander as his fucking profile pic. Yeah, Sean, you're the shit.
Yeah.
Who's Homelander? I'll bite. Who's Homelander?
From The Boys.
All right. I know
we keep trying to tell you to watch it, Dan, but you can go fuck yourself.
I did. I watched 3 episodes. I just haven't gone back.
That's not
watching it. That's Sam.
Might go fuck yourself, Stans.
The writers were also inspired by Judge Dredd. That makes a lot of sense.
2000 AD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked RoboCop as a kid. As an adult, I'm just watching like this. Maybe it's because it's such a lackluster sequel compared to the original, where one's a masterpiece, and the second one you were doomed to fail no matter what.
I think 3 makes 2 look pretty damn good.
3's awful, but I've been wanting to rewatch it. No, I don't.
We're supposed to do our RoboCop franchise show. Today was the anniversary, so this happened.
Look, I'm never going to turn down RoboCop. I'm always the guy choosing this over The Crow. I'm like, I wear all black and all that bullshit, but this is a better movie.
Well, yeah.
I'll
Why
die
is
on
that
that
a
hill.
comparison?
Oh no,
Well,
like when everyone's
over-
like over The Crow, because
Oh,
everyone's
okay.
like back in the day in school. Oh, have you seen The Crow? I'm like, yeah, it was cool. I loved it, but there's a similar story over here with RoboCop, and it kicks the fucking shit out of that movie.
Now, if The Crow would have been made out of fucking metal and had a machine gun handgun that started smoking everyone, well, then maybe.
Or if the
never mind.
cowboy actually showed up,
Well, he did. He just didn't make
if
it.
it made the cut.
I think also you gotta what a cast of character actors. I mean, Ronnie Cox, Kurtwood Smith, Nancy Allen, Miguel Ferrer. I mean, this had an
At the
amazing
time, though,
cast.
were they like well known? Like, because now, yeah, I
Oh.
can agree with you. But at the time, it's like all these fucking nobodies or something.
No, well, I mean, Ronnie Cox was known,
Well, yeah.
of course, and Nancy Allen had certainly.
But yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
Kurtwood Smith really had that notoriety yet. This is like the first thing
It-
that really
it's the-
jumps out.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the first thing I saw with him as a kid, for sure.
Although
Yeah.
now it's the second thing people think about when they see him. But that's okay.
Looking forward to the
I'll-
90s show.
Dan, you
number
live in a
one.
different circle.
No,
That
Yeah,
70s
Dan.
show is not eclipsed RoboCop. I have nothing
Dan,
against that.
do you
show.
not
You're
understand what we're saying, Dan? We're not comparing the
I don't-
project. We're
I
saying
don't
what he's
think-
more recognizable for.
Bitches leave over.
Oh no,
Right,
that's my
I'll-
favorite. That's my.
I will
second
kick your ass
favorite
so
line.
hard your nose will bleed. That is a brilliant Red Foreman line.
Bitches leave is my second favorite line in motion picture history.
What's the first?
I get my car towed all the way to your house, and all you got for me is light beer. Back in the Future, Biff.
That's pretty funny.
After he crashes his car and gets it towed to the house.
Rest in peace, by the way, to Miguel. He died pretty early, sadly. One that I've been meaning to rewatch with him in it was Night Flyer. I haven't watched that in a while. I've been waiting for a good new edition of it.
And I'm before anyone gives a shit, the old man. I mean, most genre fans recognize him from Halloween 3.
Mm-hmm.
But Dan's
Yeah.
going to tell me somehow RoboCop's. I don't know. I don't know. He's going to get mad at something because I brought up another property. But yeah.
You know what's also funny?
Oh, there's
who
another
was-
one. Can you fly, Bobby? That's a good one. See, Ben Grimm.
Can you fly,
That's
Bobby?
right.
It's
right.
also interesting who was considered for the
So
RoboCop
cool.
role. They wanted Schwarzenegger, but he was like too physically massive for it.
There's some other
but-
people too.
Michael Ironside,
That's the one I
Armand
remember.
Assante, James Reamer.
Jamie Hart. I recognize him from Twin Peaks, but that's just me. That's a lot of people also.
Yeah.
Look how cool this is. God.
Yeah, some good old stop motion. Who did the stop motion,
Ed
Dan?
209. Phil Tippett did the stop
There you go.
motion. Yeah. Although it was Rob Bottin that made the suit,
Mhm.
which was
And-
the most expensive portion of the film.
And bulky. So whenever you see RoboCop going downstairs or driving in the car, he's pantsless.
And he couldn't turn his head. I know that also.
Oh, they also had an argument, but we'll talk to. Well, in case I forget, they had an argument about taking off the helmet towards the end, and both of them, Verhoeven and Bottin, were like fucking fighting super hardcore. And then they saw the take, and they're both like, you know what, we were wrong, and they became friends after. Again,
you know,
which is
I will be honest. Since I saw this movie as a child, Desert Eagle's the one gun I want.
a deagle. Fuck yeah, those are hardcore.
And I mean, because you can't really buy RoboCop's gun, but that's close
Oh,
enough.
that's the best fucking. The spin, was it TJ Laser? I think his name was.
Mr. Kinney's about to be turned into applesauce.
Okay,
Look at the lion.
Big T's watching versus Showtime. You're gonna have to pause it in a second because we get a little extra gore right
Yeah,
now.
this is where it goes. Hey, why are you going around the other people? I love this. Boom.
There we go.
Ed 209, a true American.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's
that's
some of our extra.
I was gonna say he got his meatballs scrambled there too.
You know, my very first ever issue of Fangoria magazine.
Look at the cool smoke.
Call this guy a paramedic.
Your very first issue of Fangoria.
It covered RoboCop with all the gore, so the melting at the end.
Oh yeah.
If I'm mistaken, it's this was my first issue. It was the Lost Boys cover, and it also covered Summer School. That may have been the issue after, which is another one they covered for the gore, which I just talked about on Farce.
I think we're gonna have another one of those. We got to remember to talk and not just watch the fucking movie.
Well, Dick Jones is talking. You got to pay attention.
This is fucking true as hell.
I think "Get That Man a Paramedic" is an underrated line.
This movie is just tons of lines to remember.
I mean, you watch it as a kid, obviously you're seeing it more as just a straight action film, but that's why you appreciate this movie more and more as you get older.
It gets better and better over time.
Yeah.
And it's still it's more topical today than the day.
Oh my God. Yeah. Which is fucking insane to me.
I think you'd have a tough time making
Which
it.
is
I mean,
probably
we got
why I don't
that
like the
bad
sequels.
remake, but it would be really hard to make a proper RoboCop today, I think.
I know. If we're doing direct sequels now, because you don't really need Peter Weller in a suit. Because you see that much of his face.
will take a CG, like a computer-generated whole movie of RoboCop. I don't understand why these guys don't do that, or like Batman or anything.
Dan looks deep in thought.
No, I'm just like you said. It's a great movie. I try and remind myself to talk, but yeah, this one Peter Weller got the gig mostly because he was a little bit cheaper and he was able to get the movements down in the suit. I know he took like martial arts and
they brought in a ballet instructor.
It was a runner. Yeah.
He was supposed to move a lot smoother, but since it was so bulky and they just leaned into it and it made it look extra like robotic. So fucking happy accident.
Yeah. I mean, like Rutger Hauer would have been badass. I know he was one of several.
Yeah.
But
Ironside and him were the front runners.
Yeah. I can understand as an actor though, it's like most of your face is covered. I can kind of see.
Yeah, not everyone's Carl Urban who has the balls to do it. Or the fucking skill too. Joe Bob, I thought the remake was okay. Not great, but could have been worse. I like the opening scene and the fact that we got the suit, spoilers, right at the end. I'm like, fuck, I really want that sequel. We should have just went with the sequel first.
Yeah.
That cast, too, man, that was disappointing. Michael Keaton, Samuel
I was
Jackson,
excited.
Keaton did his job.
Yeah. I mean, it's not their fault, but I was like, man, they might actually do it.
I was hoping.
Then you heard that rating and you're like, yeah, it's not RoboCop. They should have learned from the original franchise.
I could see many ways.
I will not have that much disrespect in RoboCop 2, sir.
No, I will give RoboCop 2 its props. It at least came out as a hard R-rated movie.
Okay.
If I can't
shoot me, not fucker, dude. That's a great line.
You know what it is? I think it's like Dan watching modern stuff. That little fucking kid, I want to just fucking strangle.
I wanted to be him. I was his age.
Sure. That's why your connection's different.
Yeah.
I just wanted to fucking channel Benoit.
Yeah.
My buddy used to have that.
That line that was brought up earlier.
Yeah. My buddy had the exact same car as the OCP car, so we'd always call him OCP.
Wonderful.
It was even that shitty black mat. It ended up burning up, but whatever.
Oh no. Oh. Damn women drivers.
we still had the multiracial 80s gang in here as well, which
It's not really a multiracial. We just have one.
But
well,
it makes sense because we're all criminals.
yeah.
No, we had the black guy in the suit. I forgot his name. In the office.
But we just have a black guy, right?
Oh, the one, yeah, and he's also loud and obnoxious.
No, but I'm saying it's not really multiracial. Like the traditional 80s gang, you get a bunch of different. You'll have like a white guy, a black guy, an Asian chick. There's one. Just this is more odd man out that I think than the traditional 80s gang.
I do wish they would have made the parody of RoboCop, like in "Don't Be a Menace" to South Central Drink Use in the Hood. Michael Jai White, what are you doing?
This would not be bad. They could still screw up a TV series, but I wouldn't mind a shot at another TV show, maybe on the right streaming network.
If we were talking showrunners, I would love Stephen DeKnight to do that.
Well, it would have to be Amazon since MGM. It's an MGM property now.
Oh.
Stephen DeKnight was Spartacus showrunner and the first season of Daredevil.
Yeah, you know what? Amazon's got a better track record of shows than Netflix. So
the boys,
Netflix quality's gone to crap. They're raising their prices and they just put on shit shows. There's exceptions like Stranger Things, but Jesus.
There's some gems if you dig, but I agree. I've watched a lot
not new
of
shit. They've
stuff.
dropped off.
Oh
my god, that would be the greatest thing ever.
You're really gonna trigger Dan like that?
Yes, read it. Go for it.
Okay, Sean McManus. Maybe Dan would want Jason Blum doing a RoboCop reboot.
It's always the original.
Well, hold on, Dan. What if it was RoboCop fighting the cast of Black Christmas? RoboCop just shows up there and starts smoking them all.
God,
I would love that.
I know, right? Okay, Dan. How about this? It's a multiverse movie where RoboCop just goes into all the different Blumhouse movies and starts killing them.
That would be funny to see.
There's like 5 stars.
Zombie 7979 is asking, Resident Evil needs a review. I'm not gonna watch it, but Todd, I know you've seen.
I'm on episode 5, and it finally caught my interest for a minute.
Your reaction to it.
That tells you something.
That tells me that's a fucking piece of shit. I haven't watched it yet, and I will watch at least the pilot. But
there's some good zombie stuff. That's all I'll say. Like I watched that. I Know What You Did Last Summer show. Speaking of Amazon, their shit show. That fucking thing was such a fucking chore to get through.
I'm surprised you finished it.
It's only 4 episodes, right?
No, it's 8.
Okay.
Because I like to follow through, Dan. I don't watch 3 episodes and I'm done.
I'll usually give it more than 3. I like The Boys. I'm not shit talking.
I can't tell you if you only watch 3 episodes.
Honestly, the makers of that would probably, if you were gonna do a RoboCop series,
take my money. Take my fucking money.
Fuck yeah, they would. Now he wants Homelander as RoboCop. God damn it!
Isn't the main issue though now?
Dude, Anthony Starr would be a fucking incredible Alex Murphy. Fuck. I'm hard.
Isn't the main issue now though too like some of the gun violence? Like I feel like a movie on the big screen, you're not gonna have like.
Have you ever been to America?
Of course, but I don't think you would get the same edge in terms of.
As long as there's no titties, we'll be fine as a nation.
We can't shoot them topless. That's all.
There's some things politically right now that I could just see it being very watered down and going the wrong route with it.
Only if
all these fucking filmmakers are going to be super angry and want to get it on screen. And that's the fucking problem, that we don't have enough of that of people watching the true devastation.
Yeah, it's so romanticized. Like if you look at a Marvel movie, like thousands and thousands of people died.
It's funny.
You know what? How funny! Like you said, romanticize that, and what he's about to do with the. I'm like, this is the hardest fucking thing ever.
I do agree. People need to see this.
Yeah, it's cruel,
but it lets you know violence is real.
I'll tell you right after this scene something an interesting
I always look for this sound to be my ringtone. I never found it.
Well, we can make that happen, right?
Well,
Boom.
Now, do you want to with the explosion to end it?
What?
About
Do the and then the explosion and cut.
Yes.
Yeah, look at it. There's some extra gore right there. I remember seeing this and I was like, damn. Because it was promoted as like just an R-rated action movie. I didn't know it was going to be like what I got. I was 10-year-old Todd in the theater going, holy shit, I want to watch that again. The good old days when we didn't give a shit how old you were watching whatever.
I watched this. My mom's not a big movie person, but about, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago, I got her to watch it. It was ironic because she told me
standing.
she told me that like I'm surprised this is so violent since it's an older movie, and I was like, Mom, have you watched like some modern stuff now? Like at least the mainstream stuff does not go this hard.
I disagree. They're just as violent, but they don't show the aftermath.
Yeah, it's crueler. It's meaner.
Get a wider scope. We're seeing one police officer being fucking shot and hit shot. I forgot where my point was because it's fucking awesome.
Well, they say 1,000 people dying is a statistic, one dying is a tragedy.
Yeah, the death of one is a tragedy. The death of millions is just a statistic.
There you go.
Yeah, the nastiness. I mean, even at this point, the 70s in general, like violence on film in the 70s was very, not as necessarily gory in a lot of cases, but it was just ugly. And they took away the ugliness in Hollywood.
Oh, what? Big Crack Rock. I found my Nin shirt with red the other day. I'm too fat for it now. See, he also said red, not his name from RoboCop, Dan.
Yeah.
No.
Well, if it doesn't exist in Dan's world, it doesn't count. You have to remember that.
Yeah. That guy in the back already had blood on his pants. That's not clean.
What are you drinking on there, Pugs?
Hopefully a future sponsor, Liquid Death. Chainsaw Mango.
Nice.
Todd, Chainsaw Mango. And it's gold.
Well, how are we not talking about Fruit Brutes back? Todd is excited. No Yummy Mummy, but I'm good. Fruit Brute is my first.
So are you going to watch Burying the X with a bowl of Fruit Brute?
I'm deciding if we need to all get a bowl and do our taste test. And there we go. Burying the X watch along with.
I am down.
Spoiler. That's going to happen this year. That's going to be on Farce for Halloween.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah. So
he better not talk shit about.
He loves Joe Dante.
Oh, okay. Although Joe Dante got on my nerves recently with that.
That's taken out of context.
But still, even
what
though.
What did Dante do?
Oh, he's like Baby Yoda. Looks like the Gremlins, but.
Oh, don't compare it.
Gremlins look like fucking Yoda. So.
I know, and the whole thing was a joke that they took out of context.
Okay. I didn't follow through, but I was like, Joe Dante, shut up.
he made a joke, and then it became a clickbait headline.
Oh, PTSD. Oh, they got the Asian guy. You're right.
Yeah, it's a multiracial game.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot the Asian guy.
It's a multiracial game.
I would love for the day for it not to be even a thing. It's just a gang of human beings.
But that's not reality, though. It's funny. I love it. I wish we had it in every movie because I think it's hilarious.
With tokens?
It was so often in 80s movies that you'd see it, too.
Yeah, it's at some point it just disappeared.
Yeah. Well, because it really never made sense, but...
It didn't... Yeah.
But I understand why they did it, especially...
It didn't make sense if you lived in, like, certain areas, but I don't think the middle of the country knew the difference.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember...
I didn't notice it when I was a kid.
Gang culture didn't really start till the 80s. So it was a new thing still. So like your average Wisconsin didn't know, the Bloods and Crips were pretty much all black. You had your Mexican gangs. It wasn't like common knowledge like now today,
Now, you say the Bloods and Crips are pretty much all black. I don't know if too many.
No, there's a lot of Samoans.
Oh, I thought.
Was Dan going to school? I forgot. Dan's our hood expert.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dan. School.
It hasn't been released yet, but on Patreon you can see a hood classic, which cracked me up. I've never thought I'd hear Dan say hood classic.
I still haven't used that.
Leprechaun in the Hood. It's a classic.
Don't spoil it, Dan.
Gang villains in movies should always be yeah, but if you're in LA, just be a bunch of Mexicans, so we don't know the difference.
Those are West Coast Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, okay. I think Dan's getting nervous.
How close are we to an actual RoboCop?
I think we're very. I think it's already here, somewhat. Probably a big, bulky one.
Oh shit! Sean McManus breaking news. Dan is secretly in a gang.
Oh, it's not a secret.
Might
Yeah,
be.
what is it? Chain gang? Is that what?
No, he's got his white cloak and everything. I said cloak.
All right.
He's a wizard. He burns people's eyes like Jericho.
Doctor Who. Dan wants to be a space wizard.
Okay, even as a robot, this would annoy the fucking shit out of me.
Well, I hope.
Although she could do that.
I was gonna say, I hope she checked if parts worked.
Set to vibrate.
Where's the attachment? So, Dan, are we going to talk about the RoboCop porn parodies?
I've never seen what they are. I know the video where the guy keeps shooting his dick off, like he just penis after penis.
What is that scene? So Dan may want to leave during that scene.
I'm not a big fan film guy, but there've been some cool RoboCop fan things out there too.
His first glimpse on the TV.
Yeah, if I remember, in the trailer, we didn't know what he looked like really.
Oh,
No, we knew the poster image, but like in the commercials, the early previews, you didn't really see him. I think they might have actually used that shot right there.
Big T. It's based on Cartman's Halloween costume on South Park. That's why. It's gonna scare the shit out of Chef. Wow. Oh, this scene right here took like fucking, I forgot how many takes exactly, but a lot. When he tries to catch the keys, it kept bouncing off the fucking material. I think that's the one they took the most out of the whole shoot was that.
That's so frustrating to her when somebody gets like a giggling fit. Like that.
Well, no, but this is just, he can't physically do it.
Yeah.
It has to be perfectly timed with like zero vision.
And this is hindsight's 2020, but you put a little magnet in between there, I think it would have got.
They said to put a magnet on his hand and a magnet on the keys.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was the 80s. We didn't have magnets yet. It wasn't until ICP invented them.
Ah. Dude, I would be doing this shit too. Is that real? Get the fuck out of my way.
I'll point it out when we get to it, but there's one scene in this, and it's not necessarily what you would think that I think is the best scene. I'll talk about it more when we get there.
Here we go. Zombie has a point.
Zombie 7979. I don't understand why criminals in RoboCop don't run upstairs and out the back door. RoboCop is so slow. Well, they think they can not run probably. Sean McManus. They never really tell you what body part is kept after he says lose the arm.
Yeah, the face and some of the torso. Yeah. I'm gonna guess. Ben Grimm, you guys ever watch Rotor, the Terminator RoboCop wannabe? No. Of course, I can speak for Dan. Yes,
the Scream Factory double feature with Millennium.
Yeah,
but yeah, Rotor is hilarious.
There's a riff track of it, and I think it's free on Tubi too. If anyone's into those,
is the Blu-ray out of print?
It's MGM. Hold on, I'm not sure. That could be one that I don't think they were. I honestly think it is, but I'm looking it up.
Sean McManus, this whole movie is the best scene, Dan. Yeah.
Well, I'll say my favorite, I think, because there's so much going on here. It's hilarious. It's a great action movie, but the emotional scene where he goes to his old house, that's
great.
like, okay, there's more going on here. This is not just a dumb action movie.
I looked it up. Yes, Dan, it's very out of print.
Okay.
It's 130 something on
Whoa.
Amazon. Well, that's what people are asking. That's not the value. But
yeah,
I'd hold on, guys, if you want Rotor. I'm sure we'll be getting a Kino one shortly because that's what happens.
Also, that safety etiquette, everyone stepping forward, not cool. Don't do that.
I didn't grow up like a gun person, really, but
not until you went
when
to
I
your
started
survivalist stage.
When I started shooting at the gun range, there's not a better feeling in the world.
Well,
Although
I think there's one.
At first,
Dan showing his patriotism.
It's been a while, Dan, but there is one thing better.
Oh yeah,
you should combine the two.
I'm guessing, Dan, you have extra fun with Shatter Dead.
Yeah, I remember I had the I don't know if it was 18 or 12 inch, but I was small, so it was freaking huge, and the side of the leg opened up.
She said.
Had like I 3 or 4 different sayings.
I had the same thing.
Boom, right there. 100 fucking takes. Sean McManus, I love over the course of the 3 films, Delta City is still trying to get made.
Did they ever finish it on the TV series? Well, we will. Yeah, eventually, because I know that TV series Blu-ray came out, so I know.
I would like to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Now, Todd, I heard that was in the wrong aspect ratio.
It's in 16:9, and people want it 4:3, which is what it originally aired. Now, I don't know if that's a case like some other ones where we're opening up the mat, kind of like they did on Seinfeld, or there's another recent one, or that 70s show to keep it there. So I don't know. Oh,
look, he picks up an Iron Man comic book. Hint, hint.
I love this scene as a child, which also made me remember something. But you know what? I'm going to save it for our RoboCop show. I know Dan has something to show, but when we do a RoboCop show, I do have something cool.
What's the movie with Steven Seagal that has this? Mark for Death or something? It always reminds me of that scene.
I think Seagal's entire filmography is kind of modeled after this scene.
I've been watching those. I'm going to tell you. Other than Hard to Kill, a lot of them aren't holding up.
It's Hard to Kill. The one with the Jamaican, I like that.
Marked for Death.
Mark for Death's cool. And then Hard to Kill's the other one. Then.
Yeah, those are his best two, I think. But
everything he did to me up through Under Siege was pretty damn fun.
Fuck me.
See, that's the thing. Well, I think they're shitty. I'm still having fun with them. Like, I was dying when I was watching his sped up shit and fucking Under Siege too. Till he's moving slow as fuck.
I remember playing this scene in preschool and not getting in trouble. Like on the field, I was like, "Fuck me!"
on the TV cut, I want to think he says, "Why me? Why me?" When I was a kid, I used to love to watch the TV versions to see how they changed them and cleaned them up.
Fucking The Big Lebowski. This is what happens when you help a stranger in the Alps. What?
I was so disappointed when I finally had it. Never mind. Dan, you should leave. Okay, so here's my problem with this. I don't know what she's stripping for. 2 guys trying to show a nice lady a good time. Mm-hmm. Then you got the cock blocker show up. Oh, wait, great line coming up.
It was 87, probably not.
It's coming back.
So
that would be
shadow rules silhouette. All the pistons on his leg and shit. That rules.
It was hell. This was like one of the hottest summers when they shot this, and they said the sweat poured out. When
He
took
dropped
that
like
shit off.
3 pounds a day of water weight. A day. Poor guy.
And this is why you got to be careful the way you approach women in 2020.
Yeah. Look, now it's crotchless. Hey, don't touch me, lady. I didn't give you consent.
How many cops are there that have just been begging to shoot somebody in the dick like this just so they can drop that one-liner? There's like a little kid that saw this in the theaters. It's like, one day.
Sean McManus, best TV dub is Die Hard 2, says, yippee-ki-yay, yay, Mr. Falcon. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. Big T, Todd, do you have an official release date on the Monster serial this year?
Well, Dan's already confirmed through someone else that they are already showing
Christian
up.
Hannah Horror.
My friend, our friend of the show, Christian, found it at Sam's Club, and
which means Walmart should be getting it soon. So I'd start looking now. And there's also a 4-pack that I'm going to go for either, but the 4-pack's the main one I want. That has all 4 flavors. Okay, wait. That has all 4 flavors they have out this year. So.
Before we get too far, this is a direct reference to The Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller, when the guy busts through the wall and takes him down. It's happened there first, happened in here second, and happened back in Batman v Superman, and my dick was hard on all 3 times, even as a child.
I know you like RoboCop 2 now.
Frank Miller. Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
That makes sense. Didn't even think of that. Yeah, Big T get the 4-pack.
The stairs, he doesn't have any of the RoboCop shit from the chest down.
I'm sure you love those days.
Oh man.
So I don't want sweaty RoboCop balls after wearing that suit for all day. They're all sticking.
Politics are going to end up like this eventually. Some congressman's going to hold them up.
We're pretty close. My dog agrees.
Put the bat signal on there.
I love this negotiation.
Fuck. Do you guys remember the Nintendo game? God, that was bad. The arcade game was fun. They actually had it up at the car wash by me up until like right before COVID. You could still go play it.
And the Dark Knight, the Joker scene, that's taken from this too, or inspired by this.
In the film?
Yeah, where he has hold on. I'm nerding out. It's so good.
Oh yeah, I remember popping.
He got that shot too, just the way he like.
I fucking love it.
But the shot doesn't show it. That always annoyed me.
The kids back up. Is this filmed in Texas?
Because they showed them filming down to the ground, then they just showed that other angle.
But the scene where Joker switches the fucking hostages with his goons, that was inspired by that scene.
Well, that's a dated reference, the Lee Iacocca joke.
Where do you think you launched the first RoboCop?
Detroit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Chicago, but yeah.
I remember wanting these games.
I would play the fun. What, Nukem?
Fuck Battleship.
Oh, that would be a cool shirt, like a deep cut, a Nukem shirt. Oh, you like Duke Nukem? Nah, that ain't this, homie. Butler Brothers.
Damn it! I tried to screen cap it way too fast.
I wonder if there's somebody that's actually made the Nukem game, because I would buy that shit. I'm sure somebody like on an Etsy or something had to have done it.
If not, coming soon.
Well, And if you haven't seen RoboCop scene 27, go check it out. Actually, maybe I should share the link. Maybe we'll watch it after we're done.
Yeah.
It's like 3 minutes. I do.
Everyone quotes that fucking show. I love it.
Yep. We're gonna have to figure it out. I do have a RoboCop VCR game.
Oh, what? It's like
a RoboCop. Do you already have it out, Dan?
No. That was warning my dog.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm saving that for other one.
This is against the rules. You don't lean in to the fucking urinal when you're talking to some guy. What the fuck's wrong with you? Stop leaning in. Eyes forward. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get the fuck out of there too. Talking shit with the boss. Oops.
There was a convention, and I'm not going to say who it is, but it's an Italian horror fixture who did like a full-on like just like turn and look at the dude's dick.
Well, to be fair, they're from Italy. It's a little different over there. They're way more.
Yeah, but I don't know about that. I feel like if you're in Rome and you just like do like that, like there's.
Big T, wonder why no love for Yummy Mummy.
I am asking the same thing.
I said
last year I'd like them just to rotate 3, like keep the 2 popular ones, which are Chocula and Frankenberry, and rotate that 3rd one. You don't need Boo Berry every year. One year you have Boo Berry, one year you have Yummy Mummy, one year you have Fruit Brute. Because every time you go to like a Big Lots or any place like after that, the bargain store after Halloween, they have aisles and aisles of Boo Berry. You can get it like 10 boxes for like $1 each.
You can stock up for the year. Yeah.
But I mean, that's the way I'd like to see him do it. The fact we're getting at least Fruit Brute this year, I'm very happy. So I don't know. Maybe now with the internet, it's a lot different than last time it was out. It'll get people to actually go and buy it because it's a new flavor. Like I know that Monster cereal that was like the mashup did really good last year. And Sean McManus asks, Dan, have you met Peter Weller?
No, he's one of the big ones I have not. I want to.
Restraining order?
I met, let's see, from this, Nancy Allen, Ronnie Cox. I never got to meet Miguel, unfortunately. Ray Weiss I've met several times. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Kurtwood Smith's still on my list.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be a long line.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah. I've got 2 posters I think I'd get signed from him because I've got this in Boxing Helena, which I've got Julian
You're
Sands.
A big fan of that one. I forget.
Yeah.
We got to throw that on a sex comedy show in the future.
Yeah, we've never gotten the director's cut of that.
Of which one?
Boxing Helena is not a sex comedy.
I know. I meant to say
maybe for thriller. You sick fuck, but it's not a.
I know. I was like, wait, what? I meant erotic thriller show.
I'm cool with sex comedy.
He cut her legs off. What?
Spoilers.
The yucks are killing me right now.
Easy access. Look at those old burger holders, the foam ones. Remember that shit, Todd?
Oh,
Dan, you probably remember that shit too.
Looks like he's busting.
That's the meme when they show the liquid metal in the hand.
Yeah, that's why.
He's twitching like 2 feet away.
Oh, no.
How long?
They heard the metal chinging around.
He's like, he's got a cramp. Shit. Oh shit.
You think that they would even just do like, I don't know, go back to ignore everything and just do a direct sequel to this again? Is what
That's what I said.
Think they would do.
But I would prefer it after 2.
I don't think they'll acknowledge 2.
Yeah.
That hurts my feelings.
I don't hate 2. I don't think
it's
they would.
easier to continue off the first one. There's like You can do
All the
new
players
RoboCop.
are safe in 2.
Well, no, I was going to say you can make a RoboCop direct sequel that doesn't nullify 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can, because there's
Just
not,
keep the
it
nuke
doesn't-
around. That's all.
Well, they'll acknowledge it. They could acknowledge it, but I don't know. Yeah, I think it could be done. Boxing Elena, comedy of the year, and then another great Peter Weller film is Leviathan.
Of known origin as well.
Yeah.
Leviathan's great, but of unknown origin, nobody ever talks about that movie, and it has
a
amazing
Scream Factory Blue.
Yeah, that kind of got it a little more attention, but anytime I bring that up, people would just be like, no, I don't remember.
I just remember thinking, and there was a very similar thing with Batman. Fucking Buckaroo Banzai is going to be RoboCop? No.
That's why it would have been weird if they did get Schwarzenegger. It's like he was just the Terminator.
He was already too big.
Yeah.
But he got to work with him in the next movie.
Yeah.
Running Man, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Running Man's very, very good. I haven't watched that in a minute.
We did a review for it with Ozzy, remember?
For Running Man?
Mm-hmm.
I have no recollection of this ever happening.
Ozzy V came on the show. This was like 2 years ago.
For the Running Man?
Yes.
I'm looking that up. I think it's... Well, as I'm looking for my drugs.
Oh, my bad. That was Total Recall.
Thank you. Jesus Christ.
I apologize. But that should be done.
I'm not arguing.
That's so fucked up. But how true is that? He's product. Oh my god, they use that in fucking... I just realized they use that in The Boys. You are just simply bad product.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Did any of you get that RoboCop 2 minifigure that's got "Kick Me" on the back of it?
No.
No, it's awesome.
I did get that. I don't really have, other than my poster and that, I don't think I have really RoboCop merch, but
I had the original figure from the cartoon. I wish I knew where it was. They had the helmet popped off, but what was cool about those figures was, I don't know if you're, I don't know, but on the back, you put those little red caps in there, and there's a little thing that make the gun sounds.
I had that for the movie one, the Ed 209 as well. Uh-oh, Benoit. Oh, this is, you know what the gas price is currently? This is how you get gas. Man's just trying to study. Yeah, so look at all the missing children. What's that story? You'd think you'd fill it up first and then go get it, but look at the strip club across the street.
Well, he's not the smartest man.
Showgirls takes place there.
Well, we got that he wanted the what was it, the Verhoeven verse.
Yep.
There you go. Although now that would make Saved by the Bell canon, since they made Showgirls Saved by the Bell canon.
That's right. You told me that. Man, he doesn't make enough money to deal with that shit. Just go away. There's the poster right there. He just got out.
Yeah.
Sean McManus, Showgirls is not Dan's favorite because he fucked up.
Yes, because we had also planned another Verhoeven anniversary screening the day of its
Release
30th anniversary. Or is it 25th? I have to do math. But either way, yeah, I don't know. Dan got scared because the girl was on.
That's so dangerous. That shows my age. I'm like, there's gas everywhere.
He's back.
All right. We should get every last drag.
Everything okay, Dan?
Oh yeah.
I'm just having some gummy drops.
Man, that's so cool.
Don't mind me.
It's kind of early, isn't it?
5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, I'm timing it out.
You know what? Also, the music for this. Fucking brilliant.
Uh-oh.
Ben Grimm, this is probably for you, Todd. Did you know there's a Showgirls 2?
There's 2 Showgirls too, Ben.
Also, Basic Instinct 2.
Yes. Showgirls 2, there's Pennies from Heaven, which stars Penny from the original film and the dude with the dreadlocks. I can't think of his name.
Glenn
Plummer. And then there's another Showgirls 2, which I can't remember the subtitle on that, which I'll look up. Yeah. Neither are very good, but at least Showgirls 2, Pennies from Heaven's bad, good.
If I remember correctly, this guy in the glasses, I think he's also in Batman Forever, but don't quote me. Just throwing my Batman nerd shit out there.
Yeah, wasn't he like a guard? I think I actually
in the opening scene, yeah.
That always got a big laugh in the theater.
The opening one?
No, when his access key.
Dude, that's just R2D2.
Yeah. But that's a very important plot point for later. It looks like a young, thin Mitch Bauer, doesn't it?
Mitch Bauer, the drug addict. Yeah.
Did you
Mitch
base
Bauer
Mitch Bauer off him?
No, Mitch Bauer wasn't a redhead.
I know. I was talking about the style.
No, there was no real specific thing. That was just.
Well, you had his hairstyle. Oh yeah.
Trigger words.
Happy RoboCop Day, Slasher.
Yeah, happy indeed. Fuck yeah.
I'm sure Pug's going to watch part 2 as soon as we're off the air.
There's a good chance.
I've been holding off on watching the Blu-ray series, which it is, Dan. It's also on Tubi, also the RoboCop series.
Yeah, I'll probably grab it. It's been a long time. Prime Directives was a more recent watch,
Yeah.
but that series, God, that's like 20 years.
I'm trying to see which version they have on.
Yeah, the aspect ratio is why I kind of canceled my pre-order. I was just like,
once they said they're not going to fix it, I was like, what's it matter to me? I want to watch it again. That's the only thing I haven't been able to confirm. If they opened up, because it was shot on film.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when they shot on film stuff, like they did with Buffy too, they'd crop it. So, because they were still using 35, so they just cropped it for your TV screen. So they'll open it up so it fits the 1771. So you're actually seeing more, but I don't know if they did that or they shot on 16 and cropped the top and bottom. But I haven't really done that close of research.
Sean McManus. One thing I love about this movie is Murphy's voice changes from once he's RoboCop. It goes from like robotic to his normal voice by the end. Yeah, the little buzz in the back.
Some of the acting here, not being able to see his eyes and everything, that's hard. Just to be able to do that was part of your face. This scene is...
That's why cowards want to remove the helmet. Sylvester Stallone. Although I do understand if you're paying for someone to be there.
Yeah, if you're paying... I get it. If you're paying Sylvester Stallone, you want to...
But Carl Urban is the man for doing Judge Dredd properly.
But I mean...
It's kind of almost odd that they didn't just put some stuntman in the suit. I could have easily seen them go that route. You know,
Well,
we'll
you
have-
know, they
like-
like this. You could have done the same with this, but they wanted an actor in it.
well, that was the right decision. I'm just saying I could easily have seen, you know, he might have had Kane Hodder. It's RoboCop.
He's too big. That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm not quite Schwarzenegger size. Though Schwarzenegger was so bulky around that time, and
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Shane McManus has a point.
Yep.
But we already know what Sylvester Stallone looks like. Yeah, like we're not going to recognize his voice. So,
And he has an identifying, I don't know what it's called, but that droopy thing. The one side.
Flash Film Video asks, "Are we all fans of RoboCop 2 and 3 here? I love the franchise. Pugs, you can take that."
No from Todd. 2, yes for me. And 3, no for me. I don't remember everybody stands, but we do love the series. It's just it peaks for some higher than the others.
with 3, you have to pretty much be able to totally separate yourself.
I
from
don't
the other
hate 3
movies.
either. It's just this
It's
is a
pretty
movie.
awful, but yeah,
This is a movie that needed no sequel. Honestly, I don't think any Verhoeven movie ever needed a sequel. So,
Yeah, but the Adventures of RoboCop, yeah, I want to see that.
I get it. But I miss the times we could have an animated television series off a fucking R-rated movie with someone getting their dick shot off and cocaine and the second greatest line in motion picture cinema history.
I don't want to be an asshole here, but I hope he didn't pay too much here because
Oh, okay. He didn't finish.
that's a lot of fucking coke.
It was.
Not in the 80s. That's like fucking nothing.
The one hooker looks like Magnum TA. I mean,
See, Dan was talking about their looks. I forgot. Fucking supermodel Dan is not approving of the hookers.
no, the one is actually but the one he's snorting the coke off the titties is a little
It's the 80s
suspect
hair.
for a baller like
It's the
Bob.
80s hair. That's what if she had different hair, she could look better. That 80s hair is
And
not good.
we also don't know what he's into. That could be his fucking dream girl.
I don't mind 80s hair. It depends on the girl.
Me too.
Here we go.
There it is. And that's how they're good women. They listened.
I like how they actually turn around to say goodbye too. Like you just keep going.
Well, they're high on coke. They don't care.
Big T laughing at supermodel Dan. Nice disc. This was advanced.
Hey, this is they had DVDs before DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know anybody that likes one of the sequels more? Like I know a lot of people that like the
Yeah,
sequels, but I don't know too many that like I like 2 or 3.
I like 2 more than I like 1, but 1 is yeah.
How?
I just feel like I did the reaction of the little kid in Silent Night, Deadly Night with Santa.
Two's a lot of fun. I mean,
Look,
it's got its
I can
problems,
admit
but-
that 1 is the superior film, but I love 2 more. And mind, there's a lot of love.
But Kurtwood Smith.
That
He should've
I
been
get where
king.
he's coming from because there's other franchises that I know there's better movies, but I have a particular one that is my favorite. So I get that.
And those used to, I remember used to have those little hug drinks, you know, those they look like little barrels. Every time I went to school, I was pretend it was a grenade. Play this scene out.
You like TMNT 2 over the first one, don't you?
I like Super Shredder a lot, but I do think the first one is better. I like
the first was a
one
better
more.
film, but
That I think fuck. I don't
it's
know.
a lot darker.
Yeah, but dude, the Shredder's entrance and no, I will say I like this first movie better, but the second one's amazing. I had a great childhood.
We're talking about squibs in the chat. Man, I mean, not that they're gone totally, but it's so different than just the CGI bullet hits. I miss Squib.
I honestly think it helps the disconnect too for people because it doesn't have that visceral real look as squibs do. So I think that's another thing. They're desensitizing us from violence, and that's another way to do it.
Thank you, Alec Baldwin. Motherfucker.
Yeah, because they were not already using fucking all that.
I think he was the final death of it, though.
Whatever. They're just catching up with the rest of America. It's the schools. The new shooting range. And he drinks it.
I'm just looking at the guy in the back with his mouth open.
Because he's disgusted that that man just put his fingers in and he drank it. What the hell's wrong with you? Marino.
At least he's quiet.
Tonight.
That's when you just stick your fingers in his drink and start squeezing your nipples. You gotta insert your dominance there.
Fuck these hinges.
Man, they just wasted like 20 grand worth of coke.
Hey, one was wearing a mask. He's respecting the mandates.
Through a cloud of cocaine comes RoboCop.
Sean McManus, the scene in Total Recall where he uses guy as a shield. Scripts are crazy. Yeah. Coming up the escalator. Trouble. The classic return line.
I honestly think that's why Showgirls got shit upon more than any of his, other mainstream films, because all the other ones deal with what? Violence. What does that one deal with?
You're right. This is one of the best fucking shoot 'em up scenes in cinematic history. I will fight the fuck out of anybody.
Just like the simplicity of a stuntman falling off of a, apparatus, explosion,
the geography of
you
this
through
scene,
the
dude.
air.
That stupid hat, boom.
I think I'm giving up at this point.
Right?
You know what? This makes me want to watch Equilibrium. Maybe that's what I'll watch later. Fucking Matrix ruined the track record for Equilibrium because that would have been huge had that not came out around the same time.
I don't know if I still have it. I'm going through a lot of stuff right now, but I might have the original poster for that if you want it.
Equilibrium?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure. I haven't found it yet, so I might not.
If you don't want it, yeah. I think that movie's underrated as hell.
It's a great movie. Yeah.
It's about predicting a puppy. Come on. Before John Wick. Goddamn ground. I do when he spits blood. Where's my fucking phone call or whatever? That's one of the hardest lines.
He is channeling Seagal with the
throwing him around
through windows. Yeah.
This fucking rat. To this day, I still go around saying, Dick Jones! Dick Jones! Oh, never mind. I was going to say something about another officer restricting the airflow of a criminal. That would be in the remake. This shit. He's a cop killer.
Yep.
And they break into Ice-T.
You'd have to get Ice-T in another RoboCop movie.
Fuck yeah, he could be the angry chief.
There you go.
Still got him playing cops. Nah, if they do a remake, I want Peter Weller as the chief. Fuck that.
Oh, that's cool too. I'm fine with that. Although he could be Dick Jones.
Honestly, I'll tell you what would happen. If they do a RoboCop, I could see them offering him the director's chair.
Oh, I'd watch the shit out of that too. He's a fucking fantastic director.
Yeah.
His episodes of Sons of Anarchy are fucking incredible.
Yeah. His appearances on that were
and that too. Hardest motherfucker on the show.
Yeah, he got a pretty wild sex scene in that one with I always forget her name.
I don't remember the sex scene. I remember the shootings.
Slasher asks, who would be Murphy? Well, obviously our first choice is Peter Weller, but if he was directing it, I don't know. Who would you
we just said earlier, Anthony Starr. Homelander.
We did.
Fucking perfect. No, dude, you haven't seen the fucking show. You don't know his range. He could be the new Jack Torrance. That's how fucking good this man is. Big T. They would probably cast John Cena nowadays as RoboCop. He's Peacemaker. Just leave it alone.
That would be horrible. I would say like just a great character.
But he's not wrong. They probably would. That's the PG-13 RoboCop. I want the rated R. Fucking Peter Weller directed. He knows the franchise.
Get Ezra Miller as Bodecker. That could be the storyline. RoboCop's taking down the Flash's cult.
I'm cool with Clarence's twin brother coming.
Fuck yeah, come back for revenge. It's his kid.
Can you imagine RoboCop showing up in like Jonestown? He just starts shooting like the Kool-Aid, just blowing the cups out of the guy.
They didn't even use name brand.
No, that's why I like all the Kool-Aid jokes. Like they're funny, but I'm like it's Flavor Aid.
If they're gonna like kill you, I mean, come on, at least spring for.
It was grape.
Yeah. They must have been out of the Kool-Aid one then. That makes sense.
Your location.
If that was the course, I just would have got the cherry. But really, you're going to cheap out on your fucking... And you're not going to do any more after this?
Maybe that's the flavor they liked, or that's the only one they could find.
Well, I hope they at least got the big canister and just dumped it in. Not the little packets.
That's a lot of ripping. My arms are tired. Can we just shoot ourselves?
They probably sent someone to the store. They pocketed the change. Said, hey, all they had was the flavor.
The suit, day one, took like 10 hours to put on. By the end of filming, it got down to like an hour and a half. Random fact. Factoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the chat, Chris was talking about the bitches leave line. You can't have that, and you also can't have the camel punching in Conan. They take away everything that makes the movie special.
I disagree. They can do bitches leave, but it would have to be an R-rated film. If they're making a PG-13 film, they wouldn't do it. Because there's a certain line in a certain movie Dan doesn't think is going to happen, but it just might happen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know that's the point. I'm not legally allowed to say.
Ah. Did I happen to see this, Todd?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think we get it.
Shoots the other arm. Boom.
But if you ever want, oh god, that fucking. Do you remember that the documentary series, The History of Cuss Words?
Yeah, I never finished it.
The bitches episode makes me so mad.
Oh.
Don't you take my bitch away, bitches. No, it's all right. We Two Shorts got our backs. He's not letting bitch go anywhere.
9/11? One of the old movie theaters I used to go to, it got closed down now, but the parking lot scene where he tucks and rolls, I had to be stopped from fucking trying that out by my grandparents because I was like, "Oh, I can do it! Check it out."
Was the actual parking lot?
Yeah. I wanted to roll and see if I could land like RoboCop.
Well, we can go do that. We can go do that. Oh, it's gone. You said.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And the baby sounds. Human Centipede 2. Stop crying. You're only making daddy's willy harder.
They need to do a HBK kip up. He thinks he's okay.
That would be fucking hilarious. Springs.
The Terminator 2 scene always reminds me of this too.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, on that
amazing
topic,
films.
RoboCop or Terminator 2?
Terminator 1. Can I don't know.
RoboCop or Terminator 2?
Well, then it's going to be RoboCop.
Yeah, I think I'm a RoboCop.
I would actually go RoboCop, but that's a hard one.
It is because, like, seeing the scene makes me want to watch Terminator 2. It's so hard for me not to
Terminator
watch.
2 is a fucking masterpiece.
It's hard for me not to watch the theatrical version now since I got that 3D conversion. I'll try to watch the director's cut, maybe.
Here we go.
My heart, so it's not like I'm missing anything.
Like there'd be a bunch of protests now. Police brutality.
No, they'd be all cheering.
because
finally,
because he's a cop. This is how January 6th should have looked, but I won't go too far into that. He's dead.
We could see his eye through. See, Slash T2 is a masterpiece, but RoboCop is RoboCop.
Yeah. Right here. This is what I kept trying to do. What an idiot I was.
You could have done it.
In 2022, I'm definitely a RoboCop guy.
I don't know, maybe 5. Maybe
you
younger.
would have been fine. You know, you're young, your bones.
Yeah.
But now you're fucking dead in the hospital for a month.
I had an old man pain. My ankle is currently wrapped because I stepped fucking wrong reaching for something.
Welcome to it.
Yeah. Be careful what you're grabbing there, Murphy.
I'm just gonna say it now, Pugs. You need to buy the car and turn it into RoboCop car.
I would. If I remember correctly, the tongue comes out of this guy, right? Because that's what Phil Tippett wanted to do with the Velociraptor scene, but the fucking the guy who's like on set to make sure the raptors are kind of accurate. He's like, "Who the fuck put the tongue out?" I was like, "But it looks cool." And then we'd have to worry about it anyway because it got all CG'd.
Yeah. I forget how much smaller of a part Nancy Allen has in this than the sequels. So I feel like she was in it more, but it's like she really is a secondary character until the sequels.
Yeah, it's not a massive role.
but it's a memorable one, and
It does an impact, kind of like the Silence of the Lamb thing, where we remember it being a bigger part than, or more on screen time than what he actually had.
yeah. Well, anyone got any love for entertainment tonight? We got some Lisa Givens. We haven't brought it up.
I used to watch that shit.
I used to watch it every day.
Yeah.
That was how we got our news. Then we didn't have the internet.
Mm-hmm. Heart was it Extra? I can watch that shit too.
And then bitch ass John Tesh. Goddamn Kenny G instruments. I don't remember.
It initially wasn't Nancy Allen. It was Stephanie Zimbalist from Remington Steele that was cast. But I guess that got renewed for another season, even though it was canceled, and that is why it wasn't her.
Yeah, maybe if it would have got canceled, we got a better Bond after Dalton.
Ooh, I just noticed the seams or the edges on his neck one. Those are bad. I never noticed that before. Fucking 4K.
Still better than bad CG.
Oh yeah, I'm just.
Although we do have some arguments at the end of this movie that people are going to be like, if that was CG, it might look better. But we'll get to that.
Oh, we're talking about the Freddy Krueger. That's fine.
Oh, I know. It's like part of it. This and Die Hard. It's like that's how you. Apparently, when you fell off a building in the 80s, your arms got longer. Because that
was just your survival instinct kicking in. That's all I was saying.
You're trying your ass off the ground.
The same thing when they get that mother strength when the baby's trapped in their car or some shit. Same deal.
If that was true, dinosaurs would have, or T-Rexes would have normal length arms because they'd be grabbing for something.
Savages though, anything higher.
No, yeah.
Ronnie Cox was also like one of those guys. Like he always looked the exact age. Like it didn't matter if it was something he was in the early '80s or something he was in like the mid 2000s. He still looked like the same guy.
Yeah. If you go before that, you can see he's younger, but like pretty much like Beverly Hills Cop on, he looks the same.
Yeah. He had any Stargate SG-1 fans. He was the senator, the kind of the villainous senator for a bunch of episodes.
I mentioned one of your Trek shows on something. One of your Trek people, I think it was a Deep Space Nine person, was in a recent Freddy's Nightmares.
Huh.
Which, if you didn't hear yesterday's episode, go listen to now. We're getting that. I think we got like 4 more episodes left. 3.
Yeah, you had a couple more shows, I think.
3 left, and we knocked them all out. All 44. Okay, since we did RoboCop versus Terminator 2, what about?
You're gonna kill me if you're gonna do. It's gonna hurt my feelings if you're gonna do
RoboCop
Terminator
2 versus Terminator 3.
Oh, RoboCop 2.
Okay, look.
I thought you were gonna go Terminator like the first one.
I don't know. Oh yeah, Terminator versus RoboCop. That's
Terminator versus RoboCop 2.
No, I know, but first the first one.
I think even with RoboCop 3 and the remake, I mean Terminator to me is like dead. Like I just let it lie now. I don't want to see another reboot of Terminator or sequel or whatever. But I'd still take one more RoboCop.
Real quick, this was the scene they were arguing over. But then when they saw what it looked like on film, Rob Bottin and Paul Verhoeven, they're like, oh, you know what? Never mind. It works.
The blends on this are good.
Maybe get a cleaner mirror. Jesus.
Well, I mean,
can you Windex that shit?
Right? Give it a spit shine. I know that wrestler.
The RoboCop the wrestler, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Now, if they would have had Sting in RoboCop 3.
Oh my god.
You might be getting back to the era where we might get like reboot RoboCop in WWE. You might.
Well, if it's TV 14, then maybe he could shoot someone in the dick. We'll be happy. That's how, you know what? That's all we do. Send them on Raw, and that's how everyone gets released. They don't want anymore. He just shoots them in the dick.
I mean, of course, we had the Brian Pillman storyline, but I always thought it would just be really, and I don't know that anybody's ever done it. Just like middle of a match, you take out a prop gun and just like kill the guy.
I've been pitching that forever. But just pistol whip him. We don't actually shoot him.
That'd be a badass hell spot, a Hell in a Cell spot. Like just somebody.
Dude, the closest thing to me for that was when Mariah pulled the stun gun on Sage. I'm like, this is brilliant. So good.
Not to break kayfabe, but were they testing it out earlier on each other? Not them, like the other guys were like. Yeah. If I would have known that, I would have told Caesar he could take more.
Ben Grimm, like in Last Boy Scout. If that would have happened like at a fucking Super Bowl or something, I'd become a big fan.
Well, Tommy Dreamer almost did it.
Almost. At a WrestleMania. Ruled.
That would have been bigger than the Last Boy Scout one.
I would have loved just that moment where like Vince, the show must go on. You just got like Jim Ross, like wide-eyed with like blood on his face.
He's got brains on him. On the droopy side too.
It's like slobber knocker. Like they're loading up Paul on the meat wagon, and he's just sitting there like just in shock.
Is it on my face? I can't feel it.
Even better, Tommy just jumps in next to him and starts doing comments.
Big T, wasn't RoboCop on Nitro once? I think it was a couple of times. It was Thunder, wasn't it?
No.
No,
this was before that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What am I remembering? Because I remember like the blue.
Chucky was on.
Chucky was on.
RoboCop is at Capital Combat 90.
Yeah.
And wasn't it a Great American Bash? Right around.
Yeah. It was long before.
So when we do our RoboCop,
was there a blue background? Was there? I remember a blue background behind him.
There may have been some promos leading up to it too.
Maybe.
So when we do our RoboCop franchise show, does that mean we have to watch those matches too?
Pretty much.
I'm in. I like it. All right, Arsenio.
Well, that wouldn't fly today for sure.
No.
I don't even know if you could say let a man handle it today. I mean, it does look fun.
Don't
there
blow
goes the
up
Showgirl Strip Club.
I was gonna say, don't blow up the titty club. That's
all right. Time to roll.
Let all the current officers go deal with this shit while they go take on RoboCop. This is such a good movie.
You know the thing about it too, this isn't a massive budget either. People don't realize that. This is not like
what was the budget?
I don't remember the exact figure, but it was not like it wasn't like a Terminator 2 for sure.
Well, even then, but we didn't really have movies like that then. Like Terminator 2 was an exception. They weren't spending billions of dollars on movies like they do now.
No, not that. Yeah. This was very modest. The suit was insanely expensive.
It had a $13 million budget.
What? Wow.
So that isn't small. It made
still, that's not very big either. That's
well,
like
it's
medium. It's like a medium.
It's not. I wouldn't call it low budget because for 87, it feels like a movie. Everything went on the screen, which is why Verhoeven was good for it, because he did. But I was gonna. It made the U.S. and Canada. Well, apparently, opening weekend made 8 million, and then the U.S. gross and Canada gross was 52 million, and the
Good return.
worldwide gross was also 53 million. So it made like $20. It's like $30 different. So what they sell one ticket in like Australia. Well, who knows how cute those numbers are?
Yeah, they never are.
Slash
Yeah, there
number-
was a cartoon, Chris. If you haven't watched it, it was pretty cool. Everything had a cartoon back then, it seems.
Oh, I know. We had that. We had Rambo is the one that pissed me off because that's when I realized, like, I was like mad. I was a kid. And I was like, he's not killing anyone. They're all living. And that's like when it also clicked on G.I. Joe. No one ever dies. It's right before every plane blew up. And you just see the little parachute and the guy coming out. Ruined G.I. Joe for me too.
Yeah, that's rough with Rambo. Not.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the jungle killing all.
I'd love
people.
to see like an R-rated version of the Rambo cartoon. Just got him throwing the head out of the car.
I think we got that in the TV movie or the fourth movie.
Rest in peace.
There we go.
You know what these guns reminds me of right now? Fucking Eraser. I haven't seen that in forever. Is that good? I don't remember.
Yeah, Eraser's fun.
Vanessa Williams and
A sequel just came out too.
really?
Yeah.
Who's is it Arnold?
No.
Oh my God, no.
No.
Well, like he wouldn't do it now. Come on.
They should have got his son to do it.
I know at one point, I don't know what's happened or if it just died, but Seagal had an above the law too in production, apparently. I don't know.
Out of all the movies, that's the one.
Well,
Below the law. Come on.
that fat bastard can't run anymore anyway, so you don't have to worry about the awkward running. I'm surprised they didn't try, like, after Exit Wounds to try and get like Under Siege 3 or something.
See, I like his like the Glimmer Man and Half Past Dead and
Half Past Dead was the last.
Hold on, the Toxic
starring.
Avenger's being born.
oh yeah, this is the
So gross. So fucking beautiful and cool, but nasty. Look at the fingers of the thumb that fell off. Ugh.
I know. Yeah. That was like the picture on the Fangoria on the corner was here. I'm see if I can find that cover.
I might have that one. There's no way I'm going to find it right now.
Yeah,
but
I definitely have it. Okay. Oh, maybe there's one after this. Oh no, there I found the cover. There it is.
Women drivers, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Dan's dates.
Yeah, I'll show you real quick. This is the cover. Same.
So cool. Oh yeah, at the top.
Ooh.
Got him. All the Dr. Pimple Popper fans are hard as hell right there.
I see those commercials. I have no desire to watch that shit at all.
You know what? I've seen it. It's kind of therapeutic at times. It's like the relief that they must have. It's amazing.
There's a lot of biblical imagery in here too. Walking on water, the sort of vague crucifixion kind of.
Well, that's one thing Verhoeven was always good at, is throwing in his symbolism.
Yeah.
And making movies people really didn't like at first until they figured out they weren't just what they appeared to be. Or figuring out they weren't just what they appeared to be and stopped liking them. RoboCop's the only one that seems bulletproof from that, though.
It's got enough for like dimwits and scholars to enjoy.
Yeah. I was going to make a basically then he doesn't exist, but I'm not going to make the joke. So I'm just going to ignore the comment. But yeah, he is.
Shit. Goodbye, Ray Weiss.
Well,
oh, maybe go the other way where he can't block, Mr. Foreman.
we did. Yeah. That shot's extra in the squirt.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I love that.
Now, if you had Arnold Schwarzenegger in the role, there definitely would have been a, oh, look, he's a squirter one-liner.
They'll fix you. I fix everything.
See, we should have just had Bride of RoboCop.
I'm surprised we haven't brought this up yet. You get another RoboCop, it's going to be a woman. That's what they'll do.
You know what? If it's fucking Lois, that's fine.
Who?
Lois.
Oh.
Lewis. What's her ass? She just got fucked up with the joke Todd just made.
Oh, well, yeah. You mean you want to bring Nancy out back?
No, just the character. Doesn't have to be her old ass. This part's badass.
Man,
Nobody
so
This is the Indiana Jones moment.
Don't 355 RoboCop.
Brings it up. Carries that big ass gun like a badass. Oh no, that's not here.
Dan, I will put your mind at ease though with this one. I think they learned their lesson from Ghostbusters to take a really male-dominated film and gender swap.
I think they might still try it.
I think they know the hate they would receive. They're smarter than to do it on. This is not one that it.
I don't know, man. Slasher Home Video just picked a really good one.
Who we got?
Well, yeah. Now that's because everyone's in love with her. I don't think she's a very good RoboCop.
Nope. Yeah, I love her as an actress.
I do
but
believe
she's not
he's joking, but Pugs is all in.
I wouldn't mind checking it out. Let's see some test footage.
You can put her in the Nancy Allen role, though.
Yeah, but in the sequel, she'll be RoboBroad.
Nah. Get ready.
Mm-hmm. Take a look here. Yeah, I just got a promotion.
Is he the only one in the entire trilogy?
The Black Cop also, the chief.
Oh, okay, yeah, and Nancy Allen. Okay.
But she doesn't. Well, spoilers.
Yeah, she's the lead. Okay. The only OCP officer or member to continue the series.
Yeah.
There we go.
You're far. Vince McMahon. That's where he got it from. Oh.
There we go.
Freddy Krueger.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
WWE Studios, we get Vince McMahon. How good would he be in like Running
He
Man?
would be amazing.
in the lead.
Well, at least Schwarzenegger would be safe. You got Dawson and McMahon on the set. I would definitely hate to be a woman there.
And there you guys go, RoboCop. Still holds up. I don't think this movie's lost anything.
Yeah.
I always watch the credits hoping there's going to be a stinger. Never is.
Well, technically, we got one tonight. If we still want to watch that clip.
I do. Oh, man. Such a good fucking movie.
It really is. It man. And I don't know. Somebody made a joke earlier about Blumhouse. That would definitely be, you'd get your female RoboCop. I don't think there'd be any question that they would do it.
I still don't think they would.
Well, I will never.
What if they
find
gender
out,
swap?
but-
That's like saying, "Oh, we're gonna get a lady Michael Myers." We didn't.
Michelle Myers?
Wouldn't that be funny? You just put that out in the universe.
There is a female Michael Myers mask, which is the main mask.
Mariah
in the
Carey?
I am actually okay with the female Michael Myers. I would laugh my ass off. That would
Well,
be
now
great.
I'm all in.
Oh,
My wife just suggested
the problem
her.
is she's more evil than Michael Myers. I mean, although the Donald Pleasant speech, like those eyes, like would be.
Her brown eye.
You get Johnny Depp is Loomis. Holy shit!
Actually, he kind of plays him as LePont in Tusk. Ben
Well-
Grimm. I just watched Thor with female Thor.
Well, without spoilers, how did that go? Just saying.
Excuse me. It's Dr. Jane Foster. Fuck out of here.
I haven't heard anybody defend that one to me yet, and I know a bunch.
Oh,
of
there's
people.
fans.
Well, yeah, there always is, but I haven't heard like a strong defense of the last Thor movie.
No, you're not going to get it with Pugs. He hates all Thor movies.
This one was okay.
No, I
Better
had fun
than
with
any
it.
of the others.
I still think I like the third one better, but
Are they actually trying to make Natalie Portman
we
like?
can't talk
Do you
about
really
it yet. There's still a spoiler embargo, Dan. We can talk about it off air if you really want to know.
Okay.
Because I kind of just did my non-spoiler earlier, but a spoiler without spoilers. So if you'd seen it,
She
you
was in the
understood it.
trailer. I don't know what.
No. That's not what I'm saying. You don't understand because you don't know. So I'll tell you
Okay.
off air. I don't want to ruin it. For
Well, I'm
anybody
never
who
gonna
does
watch it.
want-
so.
That's why I said I'll tell you off air.
So guys, just so you know, we're gonna have, I think, a bunch of shows coming up this week. The big Psycho show that got postponed Wednesday night.
You gonna apologize for that, Dan?
Be there. Well, I could have done it from my phone, but the phone's
No,
you know,
yeah, we weren't gonna do that.
yeah, that was just a little rough for yeah. But that'll be a great show. I'm really excited to talk about those films. And no, you can't show that, Todd.
Yeah, we can.
It's on YouTube.
No, I can't show that.
Why can't
Yeah.
we show it? Is there some content
Can't show that.
I don't understand.
It's
Really?
awesome, but you can't show that.
I'm confused.
Press play.
Dan. What? I legitimately want to know your argument against playing it.
Well,
It's
I'd
not the
say
movie,
no.
Dan. It's the.
Yeah, I
scene,
know. I know what it is.
and it's on that though.
Is this the
Press play.
parody?
Yeah,
I'd say
it's called
no,
fair
Todd.
use, Dan.
I think he's worried about the penises.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out what he's arguing about.
Is it
It's
the
like-
penis, Dan? Or the penis?
Yeah, 100%.
It's the
Then
content.
say that.
Yeah, the dicks. Can't play this one.
They don't
Todd.
show dicks though, Dan.
Yeah, they do, Todd.
Do they? I don't remember.
Are you in fucking outer space?
I've been watching this in a
They do.
while.
Go and fucking.
But I've seen it
Okay.
on YouTube.
No, technically it's on Vimeo.
Gotta get off
So
these
see, Dan,
dummies.
just say that.
Yeah, I
I
don't
forgot
understand why
there
you're
was
pl-
dicks in it. I
I was just like, I don't know how to explain. I know what it is.
You
I
can
shared the
say
clip
You
with
could,
dicks,
what
Dan.
did I just say? There's penises on screen.
Thank you. See, I forgot about that. So good job, Dan. As Plugs is telling me just to
I was
improve.
like,
Press
all
play
right,
and see what happens.
we'll
Worrying
get
about
the
future fucking
channel
problems.
deleted, but
Well, that's why you gotta talk.
I figured you thought it was okay.
I haven't watched it since it came out.
If you
but I am
thought
gonna
that
watch
was
it.
okay,
Glorious.
I can't convince you. But it is an awesome.
Oh,
flick.
there's a
You didn't even
YouTube one.
try.
Wait, no. Big Crack Rock said I think the one on YouTube is censored somewhat. That was the Vimeo one. So, Dan, calm the fuck down. Don't shake your head at me. Smack you in the face next time I see you now.
You forgot like 20 dicks in that. scene.
27.
No, I'm not doing that, Dan. Calm down. Sorry, I don't combine or I don't like make sure I remember dicks in my brain. They just got to
The
get
entire video is dicks being blown up by squibs. It's the entire fucking video. I was like, what are you doing?
blame the drugs.
I still say press play.
I did. I said it was the gummies. Like you
Yes,
gotta
it
go.
You can censor it after, right?
If you know what, if we weren't live, I'd absolutely play it and just blur it. If I would have remembered that, I would have just blurred it out and gave Dan a panic attack.
Shit, that's what we should do next time.
God damn it.
But
Hopefully he
Yeah.
just said that.
An Orion Pictures release.
yeah, if not enough love too, because this was I guess 2 years before Flesh and Blood. Paul Verhoeven's Flesh and Blood that he also did for Orion with Rutger Hauer. I love that movie.
I don't think I've seen it since VHS.
Oh shit, you should revisit that one, Todd.
Yeah.
Flesh and Blood's really good. I mean, it's a respected film. It's just not one of those, you don't hear about it as much. Kino put out a Blu-ray.
Flesh and Blood was 3 years before.
Was it 3? Okay.
Yeah. I thought you said 2 after.
No. It was before. I thought
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
No, it was 3 before. Well, it could have came out here 2 before. Well, no, that was shot. Yeah, that one had Brian James.
Some of that early like Rutger Hauer stuff, some of it like Spetters and some of those films are, yeah, definitely wouldn't fly today.
Okay, that was a prolonged silence, so I'm guessing that means we're out of discussion.
I was looking up the scene choice.
Yeah, I don't think Crack Rock. Yeah, I was like, fuck. All right, I guess they're gonna do it.
I was on the Vimeo one, so that one definitely isn't censored.
Yeah, it's a censored one right here.
Oh, there is, so I could have done the YouTube one.
Yeah.
Well, the moment's
Really?
passed.
Yeah, I really want to revisit Prime Directives now.
Well, I want to do that show, so I mean we're one movie down. I'm sure Pugs will rewatch it again anyway.
We've got
Happily.
I just thought we've got like.
I sent it anyway.
I mean, I don't want it as much as I hate it. I know you've got the Halloween franchise. We'll also have Hellraiser because Hellraiser comes out this year. I believe, although I haven't seen any official release date for Hellraiser.
Yeah, I don't know which one. I don't think we're going to do both this year. I think we need to because it's.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We'll figure that out.
You know where my vote goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind revisiting these. I mean, it's a lot if you're going to do like the cartoon also, but
I think we'll do a live action one. Maybe we'll sample a couple of the cartoons just to comment on them.
How many episodes were in the cartoon? It can't be that many.
Well, he also.
It wasn't super long running, but they produced a lot more.
Yeah,
back
they did
then.
weekly back then for animated like stuff like that for kids.
Yeah, it's hard to remember by like season, but that was around for a few years, wasn't it?
I don't remember it being that long.
Maybe not.
One season.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
fuck,
I
okay.
always thought the Swamp Thing cartoon was like a bunch of episodes. It's only 2 hours or 3 hours of that.
It's funny how different some of these cartoons were back then too. I mean, I remember there was one about a space rabbit, Bucky O'Hare, I think it was, or something.
So wait, does that mean RoboCop can show up in the MCU? Because the cartoon was a Marvel cartoon.
No, that's a little different. But that'd be awesome.
Do you have some of the original comic books? That I
have a few of them.
I might
don't.
have.
Well, you know what? When we do the RoboCop show, we'll pull out the RoboCop merch.
And those I don't think are very expensive. So honestly, if any of you out there hit eBay, the RoboCop comics I don't think are that bad.
Cool. Is that a day, gentlemen? OCP.
Hey,
Wait, hold on. Ben brought this up. The Toxic Avenger franchise for the Toxic Avenger remake and Toxic Crusaders.
is there an official release date for that?
No, there's
yet?
not. But yes, we've already been planning stuff for that. Don't worry. We will definitely talk all of those.
Absolutely.
some-
So
Go
Yeah.
ahead, Dan.
this week, guys, check out all the shows. We got a bunch of singular reviews also with the Psycho franchise. And yeah, that's all I've got.
All right. You gonna throw it to one of us, or you just
Good night, bitches. Leave.
Damn it. Okay, you did beat us on that one. God damn it.
Todd,
Now I just want to shoot Dan in the dick.
I'll see you in Disneyland.
As long as it's not on YouTube.